guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my second video and I'm gonna try not to repeat so many words and not look at the camera because I get told that I'm not looking at the camera enough. So anyways, silence here, right there, sleeping. I am going to discuss a question that I had pop up in my YouTube, and that was the pros and cons of working in the NICU and more tips for new grads. So I thought I would go over that, and then also going to show you guys what I keep in my nursing bag, things that are always in there and things that I find helpful when I'm at work. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my lunch bag. So this actually, I am a bargain shopper, so this actually was given to me at work. It has the cooler part inside and little pineapples and things on it. I actually really need a new one. I've had this one for probably at least a year, maybe not that long, but almost. Yeah, I just pack all my lunch in here and then stuff it in the fridge when I get to work. So yeah, this is the first thing that I always take. And then I actually just got a new bag because my other one was kind of disgusting. I get real weirded out, especially with things in the hospital. I feel like they just need to be replaced constantly because they're always just getting dirty. So all the germs and bacteria that are in the hospital. So I actually got this new bag, and it's the material, I don't really know what the material is, but it's really nice, and it's something that you can really wipe down with like Santa cloths or what we call purple wipes. So yeah, it is this brand. Do not ask me how to say it. I honestly have no idea, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it for you. But yes, and it is in my recent new favorite color, the mustard yellow. So yeah, I am going to show you what is inside, and this is not really organized in any particular way. So I actually really like this bag, and I'm contemplating maybe getting another one for like my books, or even maybe using one for like a gym bag because it's really good quality and just the material is awesome. So I don't know if you can pronounce this name. Please let me know how you say it because I honestly don't know. So first things first, I will show you guys my badge. I don't know if it's a good idea to really show where I work, but I don't think it's any secret because I literally post about work a lot. So yeah, this is just my badge. These little stickers are for when we go to work every day. If we don't screen positive for COVID or any symptoms for COVID, then we get a sticker for the day, and there's different colors for every day. So yeah, and then of course I have my little sloth badge for you. He's so cute and I love sloths. So this is from an Etsy shop called Badge Beauties, and I have a ton of these, so I'll show them to you guys, but I love this one. So yeah, I have my badge, and then underneath it is actually our educator made these for us, and they have, it's like a little cheat sheet. So it has the drip calculation formula here, so you can see exactly how you are supposed to calculate your drips. So when you have a really teeny tiny baby, it is really important that you know these things, and you have to calculate your drips manually. Even though the pump calculates them for you, you're really supposed to manually calculate them as well, so you don't make any mistakes, and then you have to double verify with another nurse. So and then also this top one is your oxygen index. So if you have a baby on an oscillator getting nitric, you have the formula here for calculating the oxygen index. And then on the back side, which this part probably comes in handy a ton, especially if you don't have this memorized yet, which I think I pretty much do by now just because I have gotten to actually put in UVCs and UACs. So it has the calculations for how far in you're supposed to insert your line, and then also the dose here for your Curasurf or your surfactant for your babies. So yeah, so that comes in handy. I use that all the time. And then this one is just our codes. So it has got, I don't know if you can see it because of the glare, but it has the different colors and what they mean if they call this particular code overhead. And then, yeah, and then just my little RN badge. So, oh yeah, and then I just keep these little tiny scissors. I got these on Amazon and they have came in so handy. So these are just my little tiny scissors for my tiny babies. So that is my badge. I keep that in there. I wipe it down with our purple cloths all the time so that it's not all gross and disgusting. And then I guess I will start just with this little inside pocket. So it has this really cute little front pocket that has this nice little flap over it. So nothing, if you accidentally, I guess, leave the zipper undone, you won't lose anything. But, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna start here with tampons. So, yeah, I keep a couple of those and an extra hair tie just in case. And then, oh, more scissors. So these are like a bigger pair. And then also some little, they're kind of like tweezers, but these come in handy if you're working with really small objects, which clearly we work with really small babies. So if you want to, you know, pick up really small things. Of course, I always wipe those down before I use them with every patient. And then also these little, these are, since we're now wearing masks all the time, these are actually little clips that you can put behind your hair and tie your masks to them so that they're not irritating your ears or putting too much pressure on your head. And then the other thing in here is just a lock. So we do have lockers at work. I really don't use mine. I don't know why. I've just never liked leaving. I just don't like leaving my stuff places. So I just keep everything in my bag. So yeah, that's what I have in my little front pocket. Inside the main things, so I guess I can start here with this little purple bag. So I got this little purple bag. This is just from Amazon, and I actually thought it would help me stay organized because I have a million pins and highlighters and I don't even know, just like everyday things that I really use a lot at work. So I thought it would help keep me organized because it does have like these little organizers on the side. But in honestly, all I've ended up doing is like throwing all of my stuff in here. And then the material on this purple bag is really nice too. It's a cloth, but it wipes down really easily. So you can also just like toss it in the washing machine. We have that, and then let's see what else is in here. I don't even know. Okay, face shield. So we are required to wear these at work. However, if your patients are in the isolette, there's really no need to wear this because they're in an isolette and your face is blocked anyways. So, but yeah, we do get these at work. We're supposed to wear them. We do wear them, especially when we go to like deliveries, C-sections, things like that, where you don't really know if mom could possibly have COVID. Like I said, this is something new that we just started maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's just something that we've been doing since all the COVID stuff's been going on. So yeah, that's that. And then let me see, I have my masks. So this is probably going to be really disgusting to you guys, but if you're a nurse and you work in a hospital, then you probably already know. I feel like this video is gonna be really long and I only wanted it to be like 10 minutes, but I don't know. I can talk a lot, so. So yeah, these are our masks. I don't know if it's just our hospital, like I said, but we get 3 masks. These are N95 masks, and then we also get like 3 regular medical masks. So we have to rotate them out because there's such a shortage right now. So we get 3 of them, and you have to wear, like if you work 3 shifts a week, then you wear 1 for all 3 of your shifts, and then you put it in your bag. It has to be a paper bag, and you send it off to sterile processing and they will clean it for you, and supposedly they return it to you. However, I've already sent 2 to be cleaned and I haven't gotten either of them back, so I've had to ask my manager for brand new masks. So yeah, these 2, I know the bags look totally gross, but it's because I shoved them like in my bag and so they just get all wrinkly, but it has to be a paper bag, so that's why they're in here. And that's just because the paper bag supposedly breathes easier than a plastic bag, so you have to have like the air circulation. So yeah, I guess I can show you guys one because these are sterile, they've been cleaned. I have two different ones. I have the white and then also have the teal blue one. I am not going to put them on because, well, they're a pain in the ass, quite honestly, and they really hurt your nose, so I'm not gonna put them on. But we do wear those, and then we also cover them with a cloth mask, so we actually wear two masks. So yeah, those are in there. Those are my clean ones. And then what else? Stethoscope. This is a Littman neonatal stethoscope. So it is tiny. I don't know if you guys can see, but I really need to clean that, honestly. But it's really teeny tiny, so it works well for our really small babies. I really want to get a new one, but if you know anything about stethoscopes, these are expensive. I think a new one is about $100. So yeah, I've just been procrastinating because I'm getting my nurse practitioner degree. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to need one. I don't know, maybe forever. I might just keep working with babies when I'm done. Who knows? But yeah, that is in there. And of course I wipe that down, you know, between each patient. Every time we, you know, assess a patient, we wipe that down. So, oh, these are my little badge reels. So my little sloth that's on here, it comes off. It's actually just Velcroed on, so it comes off. And you can just like put it right back on. So they're interchangeable. I got all of these from Badge Beauties, her little Etsy shop. I'm just gonna show you her card. I haven't purchased any new ones in a while because I got so many at first, but I don't know, she's a nurse and I love buying things from other nurses that are doing little like side hustles. I just think it's awesome. So I do like to support them. So she wrote a sweet little note on the card, so I actually kept it. I don't know, I'm a weirdo, but I like saving little things like that. And then I got a ton of them, so I interchange them. I don't know. That one, the sloth one, is probably my favorite. Oh shoot, I just dropped them. Let's see. This one, people like this one at work. Meconium happens, like AKA shit happens. And then I also have Jennifer, and it has my credentials, RN, BSN. Yeah, I have those, so I'll switch those out sometimes. And then also, what's in here? Oh, I have this binder. So I think it was Amber at work that made this for me. Amber is very organized, and I really am trying to get more organized. So she's always making little like organizational things for work. So in this binder, this is actually my charge nurse training binder. So we actually have to do a certain number of charge nurse training days in order to do transport or to, you know, be charge nurse. So this has all of my notes for that. I've already completed my days of charge nurse and had my first day as charge nurse, which was crazy. So I did use this actually. So that is in there for that purpose. And then the last thing in here, which of course is probably the most important thing, are my brain sheets and my clipboard. I don't know if you can see this, but this clipboard is awesome. This one is from White Coat. I probably should clean the back of it a little bit more, but White Coat clipboard. So this is great if you're a new grad. This has, and you're working, this is a NICU specific one. Actually, I guess nursery too. If you work nursery, this would be for nursery as well. But this one has all the labs. It has your APGAR scoring. It has your normal range for your vital signs. It has also the calculation for your UAC, your UVC insertions. It's got your guidelines for starting phototherapy for jaundice. It also has your ETT tube. you know, your tube for your ventilator. If you need to intubate your patient, it has the different links based on, you know, your patient's weight. And then it also has like your fluid, how to calculate your fluid rate. So if you're, oh, it also has a little ruler on here too. That's cool. But if you're a new grad, this is especially awesome because it's like a little cheat sheet right here at your fingertips. So I would definitely recommend getting something similar like this. Like I said, I got this on Amazon and I think it was maybe $30, and it's actually metal, so it's like really good quality, and it folds in half as well, like a little book. So on here I have my, what I call brain sheets. I'm not really sure if this is what everybody calls them, but that's what I call them. And this is actually a new one that I have. One of our other nurses at work had done this one. So you can see it has a spot for your patient's name, girl or boy, ID band number, day of life, gestation, corrected gestational age, weight. It's got everything you need. It is basically a picture of your patient on a paper. So you can write down, you know, what fluids your patient's on, what they're eating, if they've got a feeding tube, what medications they're getting, what time they eat, your labs, what needs to be done that day, procedures, their history, everything goes on this sheet of paper. So then I have, this is the holy grail of admitting a baby. I know most people think we NICU nurses just sit around and hold babies all day, or, you know, get to just play with babies all day, but in fact, we do not, although I wish we did sometimes. But this is the complete list for admitting a baby. Everything you need and everything you need to document is on this paper. It also has on the back part a admission bed setup checklist. So everything you need to admit a fresh baby is on here, and everything you need to document is on here as well. I did have a question in regards to what are the pros and cons of working in the NICU and advice for new grads. So I kind of thought I would just address that really quickly. As a nurse, I honestly, and this probably changes based on who you talk to, every nurse probably has a different opinion on this, but as a nurse that has been a nurse for a while and went into NICU with experience from different units and different populations, I can honestly say if you want to work NICU, I would not recommend as a new grad needing to work on a med-surg floor or with a different population first. I know a lot of people will tell you that, oh no, you're a new grad, you need to go work med-surg first. However, I don't really see the benefit of that at all, because when I started out in the NICU, I felt like a brand new nurse. Like, nothing is the same when you're working with a patient that weighs, you know, a half a pound versus a patient that weighs 200 pounds. So nothing is the same. So I think if you're a new grad and you want to work NICU, that is just what you want to do, I think you should just go for it right out of school, because you're going to save yourself a lot of time learning other things and filling your brain with all of this other information. And then 2 years later, you're like, oh no, now I want to go work NICU. And you're going to get to NICU and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm brand new all over again. Nothing that I learned in med-surg relates to this at all. So to me, it's kind of a waste of time. Like I said, every nurse is different, so someone else might tell you differently, but that's just my experience. Accept the fact that you are not going to know it all. You're not even going to know a fraction of what you need to know when you first start out. So, and that's okay, because even nurses that have been nurses for years and come into the NICU are learning too. And there's so much to learn, and every day you're going to learn something different. There's still days where there's things I don't know, and that's okay. You have resources, you have other nurses, you have your neonatologists, you have dietitians, you have pharmacists, you've got your PT, your ST, your OT, like you have a team of resources there and they're there to help you. You're a team, you're supposed to all work together. So it is okay that you do not know everything. I have my own personal reasons for going into NICU, and for me, this has really helped me, get past some personal issues. Being able to save the lives of little tiny babies has really helped me get over some things in my past. So I would highly recommend NICU to anyone. I honestly just think it's just an amazing area to work in. It's full of miracles, full of happiness. We see way more happy endings than sad endings, and there is no better look on a family's face than when they get to take their baby home, or when they think that this baby that wasn't gonna make it makes it. They see them take a breath, and we're there. There really is just no better feeling. So yeah, I honestly cannot say enough good things about the NICU. There's just an unlimited amount of amazing things that we see. So for any new grad wanting to go into NICU, just do it. Skip the med surg stuff. You don't need it right now. If you want to do that later, you can do it later. But yeah, so that is the end of my video. I hope you guys learned a little something, and like I said, I'm still learning and trying to get better. So if there's anything that you guys recommend or want to know more about, then let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Good night.